Hi there, and welcome to the final video of this project. This was the Harry Potter project of Hermione, Ron, and Malfoy. And welcome to the final video where I'm going to show you how I created each cut shot to put these scenes together. This was, if I'm being truthful, it was a very lazy project, and I can tell you a million of excuses, which I actually did in the previous videos, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to jump into this one and let's get into it. So the first scene that I created was where it's where what's his name, Malfoy was talking, and basically the camera was stuck on them. So this is the background that I created. It looks a bit complicated, but actually it wasn't. It took me about, I'd say, an hour to do the background. It wasn't a lot of work, just basic lines, basic colors, and a few shades. So as I was saying, the first shot that I did was of Hermione and Ron in the view. It's them talking. Well, it's not them talking. I keep making that mistake. It's Malfoy talking, but the camera was on Ron and Hermione. So this was the first cut shot that I did. Sorry about that. There was some weird noise in the background that distracted me for a little while. So with Hermione here, what I was doing is just giving her a little motion. I wasn't too happy with the way her body was wiggling a bit, but I suppose in general, this whole project, I think it's the first project that, if I'm being truthful, I wasn't happy with it. I truly felt I rushed it. I felt like the animation wasn't to standard with a lot of the work that I've been doing so far, and again, I don't want to give excuses for that. I know, and the reason that I don't want to do that is I'll tell you anyways, and you can decide if it's an excuse or not. So I experienced a burnout from just having too much going on at the same time. You know, you've got your personal life, you got the work life, you've got other things, you know, so many things, and I think all those things, they came together, and it was like a train crash. Is that the word? A train wreck. That's the word I'm looking for. And I wanted to finish this project because I had already done the work. Especially if you look at Hermione and Ron Weasley, I felt like those characters were they really looked like the characters that were traced from. But then the other ones didn't reflect that so much. And I think once I started feeling unwell, I kind of forced myself to do this project, and I'm trying to think back, why did I force myself? You know, I think sometimes we put so much expectations on ourselves to do something. You know, it's like you force yourself, and I know that, you know, I'm not being paid to do this. I don't certainly have like a lot of subscribers, and I appreciate the ones that I do, so thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. That was a little segue. So again, I was saying, like, I'm not like very big, so even if I missed out on a video, it wouldn't be like a train smash. But for some reason, like, I think I've just fallen into the habit, because I've been animating every week. So literally every week since December of 2020, I've been animating every week. There hasn't been a week that I've skipped. So it's almost become a force of habit where I feel weird if I'm not animating. Does that make sense? It's strange. Like, even though I'm sick, like, automatically I find myself at the computer animating. Like, I can't help it. And you know, I can help it if I'm being honest, but I don't know. It's just so ingrained to me. Like, I just want to do a project every week. Like, I just want to do something, even if it's tiny. I just want to do it. Now, this project, what you will notice, especially this video, is that it's shorter than all the other videos in this project. So the first video and the second video were each 16 minutes, and this one is 10 minutes, and that's because animating it was actually much easier than creating the characters, which is usually how it normally works. And with this, from 2 projects ago, I've discovered a way to animate faster, and that's just by me dragging things. I don't need to create things from scratch. I can just do them once, and I can drag them to the next part of the video. So it makes animating faster. So that's why this video isn't too long. And the good news is that I'm now feeling better, so I'm not feeling too tired or I think I took a break, and how I took a break was that I just played like a video game and I watched a couple of series and a movie, and I just detoxed all the work that I had, and I'm now, I think, at a much better mental state. So sometimes I think things can get to you, and you just always have to watch out and always keep your health in mind first before anything, because I think that your mental health is very important. And trust me, burnout really sucks, because not only do you feel bad, but you also feel bad again because you feel like you should be working and you're not. So you kind of put so much pressure on you, and it just becomes a continuous cycle that loops over and over again. So be careful with that. So with this project, with the Hermione project, I haven't really talked about the things that I'm doing, and I think I just wanted to share my experiences, especially with YouTube and everything else that was going on around. So in the next projects, I will focus more on the stuff that I need to do. And I think if you've watched the previous 2 videos, you'll know this is like a redundant message that I'm talking about, because I did speak about this before. But yeah, just wanted to share those experiences, and yeah, I'm looking to grow. So I hope that you guys, if you've made it this far, please consider subscribing. Help me grow. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. Obviously, I think the ultimate goal, like anyone else, is to get monetized. I'm not too embarrassed to talk about that. I mean, I think everyone would like to get a passive income, but obviously that comes from creating quality content, and that's the most important part, because I think if your ulterior motives are just to get monetized alone, and you're under the impression that quantity will fix that, I think it doesn't work out. I think that, yes, being consistent is good, but I think quality is the most important part. I think people would generally wait for a good video than have rushed out content. And I truly feel like this Harry Potter video was exactly the opposite of what I did. It was rushed out. I was worried about quantity, not quality, and I think it did give me a reflection that I just need to realize what to work on. I need to realize that if I'm tired and I can't do something, then I shouldn't force myself to do it. I should rather wait when I'm feeling better and get to it. So I'm hoping with the next project that comes after this that you will see the quality in it and not be like, oh well, this looked rushed out, because this one I'm not really pleased, and I'm hoping I can redeem myself, I can do better and just improve. So yeah, so I do apologize if you were looking for me to talk about what I was doing in this project, as I normally do, but I don't want to lie and be like, oh no, I was doing this and that, when in honest truth I know that I was just, it was quite automatic. There wasn't a lot of thinking to it. It was just me doing the going through the motions. I think that's the perfect description for this project. It was me going through the motions, not really caring about what I was doing, and rather just trying to fill that gap of having to do a project. So it's disappointing when you look at it in retrospect, and I think you always have to hold yourself accountable. You have to accept responsibility for the actions. And I know there's no one for me to be accountable to other than myself. And I think that's where the reflection has to come in, where you have to be honest with yourself and find ways to improve, because if you can't tell it, then that becomes a problem. So with this project, I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking, man, I definitely could have done better. And I think going forward, I'm gonna worry more about the quality than the quantity of the project, and hopefully that does help with my channel. It helps it grow, it helps people to come see what I'm all about, it makes people share the content, and I can grow. And yeah, that's just me reflecting on this project. So now we are coming to the part of the project where I'm just gonna close it in, and after I close it in, then the final video is gonna play at the end. So I hope you guys will stick around for that. So thank you guys for watching this far. I truly do appreciate it. we've got 20 subscribers, which is awesome. I was supposed to talk about that, but I kind of forgot, so I suppose I'll talk about it in the next video. Hopefully I don't forget it in that video. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I truly appreciate it, and yeah, check out the final video, which we'll play in just a few seconds.
You see, Weasley, unlike some, my father can afford the best.
At least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudblood.